Hi, this is Ed from Wright. Hope you're doing great. I know it's been a long time since I've put up a video, but I've just been too busy to gather my thoughts. But this is a thought that's been on my mind for many years, and I haven't fully articulated. I've talked about it every now and then, and it's something that I think about in our own business. But it's probably a lot easier to apply in your business for sure. So it's this concept of marketing for margin, and I think to fully comprehend it, first we need to talk about opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is this idea that if you did one thing instead of the other, it could either end up costing you more, the difference between the two, or you could make more money between the two possibilities. Okay, so if you were to drop off one unprofitable client and replace them with a more profitable client, there is incremental improvement to your profitability. So I'm thinking most of this in terms of opportunity cost, because you can also look at, depending on the phase of your business, what type of business you are, but sometimes you're marketing because you're trying to expand the business, and other times, and this is kind of what I'm hitting at today, say you're an entrepreneur and you're running one crew, you're maximizing the profitability of that crew, then you're doing customer acquisition to improve your profitability or the quality of your customers, your route density, right? So I'm assuming that you're not trying to add to your hours per week. You're trying to improve the health of the business or improve your profitability. So with that, first thing that you need to do is you need to really nail down what your costs are per property. And some of you are really good at this, others really don't pay attention at all. And what you got to do, there's software to help you with this, but if you're not going to use that, I'll just describe it in very basic terms. Have a sheet of paper in your truck, notepad, and list your clients, and write in the amount of drive time to each property, the amount of time you were on the property, or start and end, however you want to do that, and maybe the number of people that were on that job or something like that, right? But measure time. Time is the one thing that is irreplaceable in your business. For each of us, we don't get more time in life. We only have X amount of time, and you want to maximize it. And then if you are trying to bring more time into the business, you have to hire somebody. And the more people you hire, there's a lot of following on or cascading costs and complexity. So time is most important. Measure the time of the job. If you're just doing that, this works fine. So every period, whether you do that weekly or monthly or whatever, sort all of your jobs by most profitable to least profitable. And you'll find that some jobs you're making way more money on than others, like a multiple. So look at that, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to continue to market to replace the customers that are at lowest profitability, or adjust their prices. And you got to be confident that you may lose them. And that's the next thing, okay? So it takes a fair amount of self-confidence, especially if you're an owner-operator and you're responsible for your own cash flow. Nobody else is giving you that paycheck. It's a daily hustle to keep everything turning and moving. You really don't want to lose a job. You don't want to lose that cash flow. You don't want to go bid on a job with knowing that you bid it at a level where there's a 50% chance that you get it. You want to bid that job so there's a 99% chance that you get the job. And so you have to kind of fight that feeling a little bit. But you want to target jobs that are dense in your route. Really approach it from a value and quality standpoint. Do the best work for the best. You want clients that have a high expectation for quality. You want to deliver that quality and make more margin. So seek after that kind of work. And now that you've studied your costs, you know what your different customers cost you, and use that information to build your pricing model. And build your pricing model at a level where you're going to get a certain bid failure rate, and track your bid failure rate, okay? And try to keep it constant. And I'm just saying example is 50%, okay? bid at a level where you know you're going to lose 50% of your jobs and X amount of profit. And if you're not getting enough, bump it down a little bit. If you're getting the profitability you want, bump it up a little bit. But expect to lose X amount of bids. Don't target necessarily how many you're trying to get. In this case, but build up that profitability. So when you bring that client in, you'll work with them for a couple weeks, get everything stable, and as soon as that's going on well, address the next client at the bottom of the list that is really unprofitable. Talk to them about the price. Say, hey, we look at the price, this is not working, or we need to change what the job requirements are here, or if need be, just cancel that customer and say, hey, look, you're going to need to find somebody else to take care of this property. That's fine, but build up the health of that client base. You need that profitability. Now, even if you want to grow to more crews, you need the core of your business to be very profitable. So get this under control, know your profit, and market and bid to improve your profitability. Now, another thing that's really a big factor on profitability and opportunity cost and whatnot is that if you can add 1 or 2 more jobs at the end of the day, that'll produce you a lot more profit. And in other videos, we talk about equipment selection, the idea that when you buy a mower, or just the life cycle of a mower, whether it's 1 or 2 owners, that mower is going to incur about $100,000 in costs. The machine may be $8,000 of that, but you look at the labor is the biggest thing. Labor, fuel, unplanned maintenance, planned maintenance. And so because labor is the biggest thing, look at machinery that's going to help improve your labor cost and put more emphasis on that than the machine cost itself. Obviously, I'm come from a biased perspective to say that, but I'm not necessarily buy the most expensive machine, but be sure the performance is there. You need that productivity because that's what's going to produce your profitability. Anyhow, hope this has been helpful to you and wish you all the best.